Each year, the Mayor and City Council recognizes several deserving residents who go above and beyond to build a better community within their neighborhood. This year, we have several outstanding residents that were recognized at the Neighbor of the Year and Beautification Awards held on April 30th. Please help us in congratulating our winners.
My neighborhood is an older neighborhood. It's just west of ASU. The houses are all different in our neighborhood, so that's what makes it kind of unique to the person traveling through our neighborhood. My name is Alice Bimrose and I live in the Mitchell Park East neighborhood. We worked with the city to come up with traffic calming solutions. So we have speed bumps in our neighborhood, and we have roundabouts, and we have chicanes. We got artists to come in and help us beautify those, if you will. So within the last year, we've had some public art installed in those traffic calming devices. So they do slow down traffic, and they slow down people, in fact, just to look at the art. I think just staying connected to each other in a time when it's easy to, to be busy, everybody's busy, staying connected is a challenge. And so as a neighborhood, we've really worked to try to stay connected by having events. We've developed a big email list with people. We do sign-in sheets for that, and we collect email lists, and then we get the word out to people when there are things going on either in the city that we think people should know about, or if there are things going on in the neighborhood. So just helping people to be connected with not only our little community, but the bigger community. We felt like it was important for each one of us to be reaching out to our neighbor. And there have been times when I've had to be the one kind of reaching out or saying to someone, here's a suggestion about how you could approach that situation. I have maybe that calming influence on people when tempers flare, but really cooler heads often prevail in this neighborhood, because I think that we really have a lot of people that really overall want to see the common good benefit from the efforts of the neighborhood. If there's something that they see in our neighborhood that they think is special, that it's possible for them to have it in their neighborhood too. It just takes a little bit of effort. People can, they can have public art, they can be standing on the corner talking to their neighbor too. It just takes reaching out, and it takes a little bit of effort to do the things that make your neighborhood special too, because everybody's neighborhood is special and can be special to them. Neighborhoods are great, and neighborhoods are really important to just making Tempe great.
We're so close to everything, but yet we're like an oasis in Arizona. We're tall pine trees, pecan trees, grass, and birds chirping. It's a great place to live. My name is Paul Kent, and I live in the University Park neighborhood. The University Park neighborhood is the only neighborhood in Tempe that's on the National Registry of Historic Places. There's about 154 homes in our neighborhood, and all kinds of different people live here, from ASU professors to student renters. There are children, there are people that have been here since the 40s or 50s. So we have a wide variety of different types of people that live here. George Ditch, or George's Ditch, is the last open irrigation canal of small size in the city. We got together and we decided that we wanted to make it a nicer place to walk and have some shade, because it's kind of open. So we put together kind of a two-phase proposal to put in about 25 new trees, and then also do a cactus garden at the western end of George Ditch and Mill Avenue. Probably 20 neighborhood people came out, 25. And on the same morning that we put the trees in, there was an Eagle Scout project to put back in one of the bridges that the city had removed because it was dangerous. So a lot of stuff was going on in the morning, and it was a great day. And I think we really had a good time as a neighborhood doing it. I think it's important that neighborhoods get together periodically. I don't think everybody in the neighborhood needs to attend everything, but I like living in a neighborhood where when I drive down the street, I recognize people, I know who's here. You know, we've been in each other's backyards. We know if they have kids and so on. I think it helps security. It helps you have that hominess, that neighborly feel in this neighborhood. We definitely do a lot of things to be able to meet and greet and get to know who our neighbors are. Everybody is very willing to help. University Park neighborhood is very special.
I've partaken in benefits of the city, and I thought I should probably give something back. I'm Paul Hubble, and I live in the Brentwood-Cavalier neighborhood in Tempe. It's a very mixed neighborhood. It was built around 1962. There are still some of the original home purchasers scattered around here, but a newer generation is moving in. It's probably a more active than average association. We get together once or twice a year for something like an ice cream social, and have a couple of meetings a year. We've been involved with applying for neighborhood grants for improvement of the neighborhood as a whole, and one of those was to plant shade trees along the sidewalks just to make it a more pleasant place for people to walk around, and which a lot of the neighbors do. I believe we planted 36 trees with that. Another project we had was planting trees along College Avenue, and that's a little bigger. That's over 100 trees. So it will have shade for bicyclists and pedestrians fairly soon. Within, I would say, 2 or 3 years, it should be productive. I noticed it provides a sense of cohesion, that the neighbors have tended to interact with each other more since we've been doing this sort of thing. I think people have got the idea now that we're doing something, and shade trees turned out to be a good idea, I think, because you know, we live in a hot area here, and people are really concerned about the heat. I would like to see all the neighbors be involved, but the fact of the matter is that most people just are fully occupied with their jobs and family and kids. It just takes an enormous amount of time, and not everybody can do it. I would urge anyone in the neighborhood to get involved as much as you can, because it's a really rewarding experience, and you don't have to commit yourself to any long-term project. Just if you can do something every once in a while, just get out there and say okay, raise your hand.